Thank you very much. These days, being a real estate developer from Arizona, many people have difficulty when they make a presentation doing it with pride. I certainly don't. I'm proud of our state, I'm proud of our company, and I'm proud of everything that we've ever done and that which we hope to continue to do. If you bear with me, I'm going to look at my notes. I'd like to introduce a few people very briefly, and I'll promise to keep it brief, who joined me here today and who helped me by running our corporation for the benefit of all of the citizens of Arizona, but particularly the Sun Cities. First of all, I'd like to introduce, and if they just stand as I say their name, my wife Patty is with me today. I'd like to introduce Tom and Nikki Ryan. Many of you know Tom. Tom's experience with Sun City goes back to before the moved with the civil engineering firm that did a great deal of the planning. I'd like to introduce Leroy Hanneman, who's down from Las Vegas to join us today. Leroy has a 20-year distinguished career with our company. Chuck Roach, the general manager of Sun City West. Ken Plonsky and Martha Moyer of our public affairs departments. Don Mikas, our treasurer. Dick Maston of Sun City West. And Mary Lou Degnan, our director of advertising and marketing. It's truly a great honor for me to be here today on this 30th anniversary. As we look back on the last 3 decades, I think we all have a great deal to be proud of. And I do mean all of us. Shortly after opening Sun City, Del Webb came out here to a presentation similar to this. It was at a meeting with the pioneers at that time, and he read the following statement. Concrete, steel, and lumber are the buildings, but people make the community. Together we can realize a way of life unprecedented in America. Those pioneers and everyone who subsequently decided to make Sun City their home took the challenge to heart. You made Sun City a community like any other in America. And I'm extremely proud that the Del Webb Corporation was able to live up to its side of the challenge. We did provide the concrete, steel, and lumber, but you gave this city its spirit. And everyone at Del Webb applauds you. You've done a remarkable job. Together we have surpassed even Mr. Webb's vision of what this concept could ultimately be. And while we gather here to reminisce today and enjoy the friendship of our neighbors, reflect on these accomplishments, we should also pause for a moment to consider the future. As a corporation, we did that recently. We took a hard look at ourselves, and what we saw was a nation continuing to age, a new willingness to venture out and explore those years of retirement, a new understanding about exercise, health, and a physical way of life. In essence, what we saw was an expanding market. Our response was to refocus our company. In the true spirit of the Sun Cities, we accepted that challenge and have succeeded. Today, the company is financially strong, well-organized, and confident. As we enter a new decade, we must all have a strong vision of what the Sun Cities are today and what they can become. As a corporation, we've been involved for these 30 years with the kind of commitment that's unheard of in our industry, a commitment that we're proud of and that we continue to give. We've given our resources, assisting many community organizations such as Interfaith Services, Sun City Area Health, the Sun City Area Community Council, which continually meet the ever-changing needs of this community, organizations such as the Sun City Area Transit, the Prides, the Volunteer Bureau, the Posse, Sunshine Services, our wonderful social clubs, on and on. These organizations need and deserve your support as well as ours. The Ambassadors is a relatively new organization, vital to the future of this community. I understand their objectives, and I hope that you will give them your full support so that they can continue to promote the good name and the incomparable lifestyle of the Sun Cities. I've never had the opportunity to meet Del Webb. I know many of you have. But if he were here today, I have to believe he'd be pleased and proud of what we've done together. I also believe that he would continue to challenge us to realize further on this new way of life, this unprecedented way in America. Thank you all very much.
Thank you, Phil. We're going to have you hold your applaud, but we have some legislators, at least they said they'd be here, and they better be here, because we may not vote for them next time. Senator Bob Denny. Please hold your applause till we introduce all of them. Bob, are you here? Bob Denny? Senator Bob Denny. Okay, we had a special location for them, but I don't know where that is. Brenda Burns, representative. Are you here? Representative Brenda Burns? Oh, there she is over there. Hi, Brenda. Don't applaud for her, though. We don't want to let it go to her head. Representative Bob Burns. Hi, Bob. Bob's over there. Representative Kyle Hyman, are you here today? There you are. Representative Nancy Wessel. Okay, and all the way from Sun City West, Representative Bob Williams, are you here? Hi, Bob. Okay, nice round of applause for our representatives and our senators. Now, how many of you are Sun Cityans? May I see the Sun City hands? Yes. A good many of you. I guess I should ask how many are not. How many of you are Sun City ambassadors? May I see the hands? Geez, look at that. Don't you go out and promote your community? That's an ambassador. How many of you are Sun City ambassadors? You see? Suddenly we recruited all of you. Well, we also have the head ambassador here today. He is a real promoter himself, a resident of Sun City, and the president of Sun City Ambassadors.
I wonder if I get equal time with Phil Dion. I don't know. I will say to Phil that I met Del Webb. I had the fortune to address a banquet at the New York Yankees and the whole baseball world in New York back in 1960, and there was Del Webb. So if you want to touch me after, you can do that. First thing, and very briefly, I want to say hello and welcome to Phil Dion, and welcome back, Del Webb communities. We're delighted to have you on board. We need each other very much, and we're very grateful for the participation of the Del Webb communities in our program of the ambassadors and renewed interest in Sun City. We believe ourselves to be the linchpin of the Sun City organizations across the country, and it's important that we live together, that we share together, that we grow together. So welcome back. The second thing is I want to welcome all of you. For all of you are ambassadors, all of you. I just read this morning in the newspaper a comment from Katie Sloan, who is the housing specialist for ARP. This is what she said. I don't see how Sun City has survived. They have not only survived, they have prospered. I don't know how they do it. They must be doing something right. Right on. I'll tell them what we're doing. It's because you out there are promoting this community. That kind of promotion is of far greater value than any countless dollars that we could spend on such a program. We're grateful for what Sun City has done for us. It has given us new life, new direction, new purpose. And we're all grateful for that. And all of us have the duty and the obligation to share it with others, and you are doing it. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome. Let's give applause to Sun City, all of us. That's right. And let's say hats off to the past, coats off to the future. God love you.
One of the men who built some of the very first model homes in Sun City, and he's still working out in Sun City West, is Dale Martinson, and he did not get introduced earlier. Dale, will you please stand? Glad to have you here. There's another group that ought to be here today. Do you know who are the pioneers of Sun City? The people who came here from 1960 to late 1961, I believe. But do we have pioneer Sun Cityans here today? I think even they call pioneers those who moved as late to Sun City as 1965. Would you like to raise your hand, stand up, do whatever you want to do, but let's recognize you now. Nice round of applause for the Sun City pioneers. Martha Moyer is a co-chair of this 30th anniversary celebration, has really worked hard. She's with the Del Webb Corporation, and also June Scott Darby with the Ambassadors, doing a wonderful job, and I believe those two ladies deserve a round of applause too. I don't even know, Martha's right over here. All right, one other introduction here, and that is a man with a senior vice president with Valley National Bank has a couple of awards to give, and then we get on with the show, so please welcome him out, Red Pope of Valley National Bank. Red?
Thank you very much for allowing the Valley National Bank to be a part of this exciting program, not only today, but all week long. And we want to thank you, too, for participating with the Valley National Bank for the entire 30 years that you've been here. We've been here as well. And we're delighted with this kind of a relationship with the Sun City organization. As a matter of fact, we've made up our minds to stay not only another 30 years, but we think we'll stay 90 years because we're celebrating our 90th anniversary on Tuesday of this week. And we want to thank you for helping us do that as well. So we thank you for the partnership. The real reason that I'm here is to give 3 awards to 3 of your own. 3 individuals from Sun City who have made so many contributions that all of you have enjoyed over the years. Now I'm going to ask these 3 to come out and join me here, and then Lauren Kane, who's an associate of mine at the Valley Bank and manages our Value Partners program, is going to bring the other awards out. And then we'll give the awards to all 3, and then you might applaud. You'll recognize them right off. The first one we want to come out is Corinne Leslie, for her enthusiastic and untiring pursuit to shatter the mist of aging through the Sun City's Palms cheerleaders. Come on out here, Corinne. You have to applaud all of them. You're absolutely right. You got to stand. First, you got to stand right here, Corinne. Okay. She asked me, why would they call me Red Pope? And I said, about 100 years ago, my hair was red. You never get rid of that. Next, we'd like to recognize Jane Freeman for her dedication to preserving the history of this very fine community through the historical organization. Jane? And thirdly, Jerry Svensson, publisher of Sun Life magazine, for his decades of promotional service to Sun City, and everybody knows Jerry. There we are. Thanks to all of you from the Valley National Bank. Thank you.
I'll talk while they're getting their pictures taken. I learned about this late last week, so I wrote my 30-minute talk. And I want to thank Sun City. Mr. Owen Childress is here today. He sold the first Sun City home. He was my boss for many years. He was the executive vice president and project manager in Sun City. I know many of you know Owen. Owen, will you please stand and take a bow and all? Great guy. Owen Childress. Is John Meeker here today? John Meeker. John was president of the Del Webb Development Company, started with the company in 1946, was Del Webb's caddy, and here's John Meeker. John, nice to see you again. Also, is Fred Kuntz here today? Fred Kuntz? Well, Fred was supposed to be out here. He had a recreation center named after him in Sun City West because he was chairman of the board and president for the Del Webb Development Company in Sun City West, and he didn't make it. Well, these 2 young ladies want to say a word. Go ahead.
This is just, it's so wonderful I can't express myself, but I don't feel that I did it alone. If any of my palms are in the audience, will you please stand up and give them a good hand, because I couldn't have done it without them. Where are they? Okay, thank you very, very much.
Like Corinne, this wasn't done single-handedly either. There were many, many people involved in writing Jubilee and subsequently the establishment of the Historical Society. So I accept this really on behalf of all of them and of all of you for helping us make it come true. Thank you.
Thanks, Sun City residents. It's great to be affiliated with you and the Northwest Valley Chamber, the ambassadors. Meeker, Childress, thank you, but I'm going to take it home anyway. Well, we're going to get the show underway. And with a very appropriate number, Back here we have Pat Trapani and his Sounds of the Big Band's Orchestra. Pat is well known because of his many Sun Dome Center for the Performing Arts appearances, and they're going to play, well, it should be about 2:30 o'clock jump, but how many of you know 1 o'clock jump? Let's get it underway now. Thank you, everyone.
This is our way of finding out if we have a swinging crowd, and we sure do.
call a grave illness, and we thought that she might have to cancel the show. She didn't cancel the show. She's not a well woman, But you know what show business does to you? It makes you go on with the show. Ladies and gentlemen, give her a nice round of applause. Lovely Joanne Castle.
Along the Harlem's way tells you when a party is 10 times more than gay. To say that things are jumping leaves not a doubt that everything is in full swing when you hear somebody shout, woo! This joint is jumping, it's really jumping now. Come in cats, check your hats, I mean this joint is jumping. The piano's thumping, the dancer's jumping. This her spot is more than hard, I mean this joint is jumping. You get your weapons at the door, sure to pay your dollar. Burn your leather on the floor and grab somebody's daughter. The roof is rocking, all the neighbors knocking. We're all bummed till the wagon comes. I mean this joint is jumping. Oh yeah! Jumping, yeah, I got the bell. We go to jail. Let's get this place a jumping. Thank you very, very much. And I just wanted to tell you that this was just a little setback at Thanksgiving. And I got out of the hospital at Christmas, and I wasn't able to do what I'm doing right now. So, and within a month or so, I'll be back to my old bouncy self. And so I just want to let you know that this is the greatest therapy to have come here. I didn't want to cancel. I hope there's someone out there that would have been a little disappointed. If so, this show is for you. Just a second. I want to check the piano. I can't hear me up here. Hold on. Can we have some more? I can't hear the piano up here, boys. Okay, it's a little better. Okay, all right. Now, I have a song. This goes way back. This is the right crowd for it. A little zinger. Well, I'm going to tell you something. Nobody goes back this far. To Scott Joplin? Maybe. But Scott Joplin was a black pianist. You know, he wrote some great things. But I don't know if any of you know the history of Scott Joplin. He lived in Sedalia, Missouri. Did you know that? Yes? Okay, I've been there many times. Oh, they're all sitting together. Yeah, it's the show me state. Okay, well, Sedalia, Missouri is where he played the piano and wrote a lot of his great music and couldn't make a darn dime. Can I say damn here? Even Lawrence Welk was known to say it once. When the London Sisters quit. Oh, damn. Anyway, he couldn't make any money selling his music. So what did he do? What any person would do, he took a job playing the piano in one of those, oops, where'd I write it? There it is, a bordello. And he played the piano day and night in that place to make money for his family. And I know you would too, just to earn a living. But the whole sad thing about it, folks, is that he died there too, with a smile on his face.
That's what they told me, folks up in Zedea. I don't know. Is that true? That's true. They got a little plaque there in the cement. There's a little empty parking lot right downtown Zedea. What do you think? The place is still going? And it's there, and it says it's dedicated to Scott Joplin, who played the piano here day and night. No, never mind. And this is the song that I like to do, one of his favorites. And I hope it's yours, The Entertainer. It's too late now. Thank you very, very much. Well, you know, Jerry was telling me a little bit how I got on the Lawrence Welk show, but it wasn't as easy as it sounded. I had to go on and like an audition, you know, every week I was on week to week, and he'd keep telling me, come back next week with another tune. Do you have another one of these type of tunes? And every week I'd leave the show not knowing if I was going to be a steady or not. And finally he hired me on the air. As soon as I finished this song, I turned to the camera and I thought, here we go, another week. You know, I was running out of tunes. Truthfully, I wasn't really into ragtime and honky-tonk piano as much as that he thought I was, because the truth is, when he called me up to come down the first week, he asked me how large my repertoire was. But I told him I knew 300. And the truth is, ladies and gentlemen, I knew only 3 ragtimes. So I really kind of got away with a little lie. But this is a song that got it, because when I turned to the camera, finished this song, he came out, he and the Lennon sisters. It's the sun, it's getting to me. He and the Lennon sisters came out with a cake, and it was my 20th birthday. And they were right on the air. He hired me, and he himself sang happy birthday to me. Happy Can't you imagine? But this is I still haven't lost my sense of humor. Oops. Oh. It's not going to work. It didn't work earlier. It's not going to work. It didn't. It's all right. It's all right. Yeah. Well, I don't know. What the hey? Okay, here's the song that did it. Well, son, this baked you, doesn't it? My God, I'll be dried out before I leave here. This is where I should have come to begin with to get well. My. Okay, here it is, the 12th Street Ride. Now, if you don't get here closer, I'll be embarrassed. Now, get up here. Get up here. That's it. Get it while the sweat's on my face. Hello, sweet lady. How are you? How you doing? Good. Great. Oh, big guy. Hey, listen, I ain't in the mood to tackle you now. You're welcome. Thank you. Oh, you guys are great. Well, I've been here many times before, and I love coming back, and I hope some of you... There's Litchfield. Is it a Litchfield? Boy, do I remember. Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome. Well, I have a song. What's next? You know, I'm already... Oh, that's right, Dixieland music. You like Dixieland? Yeah. Anyway, I got to ask first, before I do the song, did you get the Lawrence Welk Show reruns here? Oh, isn't that great? Oh, I know you're never going to see any news shows again, unfortunately, but we are in reruns, and I think that's terrific. They even go back to some of the old shows that I was on. I get to see myself in 3 different sizes. Well, I get a check after I see it, so it's okay. But anyway, I have to tell you, we're on PBS stations around the country. PBS means public, broadcasting. And there's a way to keep us on, and that is when they do come around and they ask for a pledge. When you call in the operator and you send something in, if you do, and if you can't afford it, always mention you're doing it because you keep the Lawrence Welk Show on. That will keep it on. That is true. We just got signed for 2 more years because I've been saying it. Every show around the country, I say it. So it is very true. In fact, Philadelphia picked it up after I did a telethon over there. I said, do the same thing. Finally, they picked up the show. So that's how to keep it on if you can afford to send something in during Pledge Week. Mention that you're doing it for that reason. Okay, and then after these shows run, there are going to be some more shows on. So keep watching. And Lawrence Welk, I must tell you, is still around. He's 86. Let's see. Today, the bank is closed. His. Or did he sell that? I think he sold that bank. Yes, he sold that bank in Santa Monica. But anyway, he's 86 and very, very retired and getting tired too. but he's doing fine. He's still around, I must tell you. Shoots pool every day up in his office, so I think he's pretty good. He's a real pool shark now. So I just want to spread that around. And anyway, here's the Dixieland number. I'd like to also tell you that my conductor standing here is Mr. Lynn Viviano, who I must tell you is a fantastic musician. Also was with Buddy Rich, Count Basie, and Maynard Ferguson, Stan Kenton when he was 19, Woody Herman, and has played the Sun Bowl with many of those big bands and the Sun Dome, and is my conductor and a wonderful person who's seen me through this illness, Mr. Lynn Viviano. Nice big hand for Lynn. Nurse Lynn. He's been wonderful, I have to tell you. All right, here's a Dixieland song where we're going to feature some of the members in the band here. Boys, it's time to stretch the suits, the rented suits. Yes, that's it, that's right. Get to stretch those old tuxes of yours. Okay, here's the number that was written and performed by a pianist from Finland. And of course, you all know who I'm speaking of, the great Bent Fabric. Had this hit record, and where is he now? He's back in Finland. Probably counting his money. Wish it was my song, but it wasn't, unfortunately. But Ben Fabric made this big hit. Here's my version of Alley Cat. Okay. Have I been on too long? You've been up here. It's too close.
Kind of rolled up the way she played the piano.
Have I got any sun yet? Too square here. Well, I'd like to do something. Oh. You think it'll stay on? Yeah, but I won't see the keys. Yeah, but if I blind my face, I can't see the keys. I better not. I think it would, maybe you didn't know how hard it is there, dear. I got 88 cracks to load through. moving right along. I'd like to do something now just a little different. I'm sure I'm able to do this. This takes a little bit of emotion, a little strength, and of course, you have given it to me for your great therapy. Those doctors were wrong when they told me I shouldn't be here. Go around over there. You're not that strong to come through a sound machine. Well, go down there. There's sticks. Oh my God. Oops. Okay, I got the cowboy. Okay, keep the Indian away. I got the cowboy. Hey, we only need one cowboy up here, no Indians. 2 guys? I got 2 guys up here. Oh, can I take care of 2? Are you kidding? I can't take care of none. 3? I've been coming doing this bit for so many years. I can't get anybody. Now I come with a cane. I got 3 guys at me. I don't want 3. No. Oh, you're the 3 that were listening. Oh, you're the 3 guys. Sit down, sir. I don't want any more men. I'm tired of them. It's a man that put me in this position. No. I'm kidding. That's not true. Listen, oh, you're going to take my... Listen, I only really need 1. Well, who's the most vivacious?
I got something to tell you.
Yeah?
I got some secret to tell you.
Secret?
Tanya.
What?
Grandmother.
Oh, you're...
Tanya's grandmother.
She's a friend of yours. Yeah? Same time? How do you know the same time? In Italy? How can we prove that right now? Bring out some papers. I want to see papers. I want to see Ellis Island papers. Okay. What do you got to say, cowboy?
What do you got to say?
Now don't you two know each other?
I think you're terrific. I've followed your show with Lawrence Welch for years.
Well, you're right behind me now. One wrong move and you're out of here. Now wait a minute. I gotta do something. I don't need 2. I don't have to. But maybe 2 can do it. All right. Okay, this is a contest. All right, I'm gonna play a song here. First of all, what's your name?
Marino Bruno.
Marino Bruno. Well, you try and play with the mic in your hand. Marino Bruno from East Northwest Inn. What? Burt Bacharach.
It's a friend of mine.
Friend of mine. You know a lot of people. Okay, and you're Marino and you're?
I'm Don Odo from Chicago, but out here 20-some years.
20-some years. Don and Marino. Okay. Okay, Don and Marino, would you kind of stand parallel to each other? Don, it looks like someone's moving in.
You're older than Lawrence.
You're older than Lawrence?
1 year old.
1 year older? I'm going to tell you something. You may not have as much money, but you got a lot more something else.
Oh, you're funny.
See, money does not buy everything. Just sit straight there, Marino. I'm still working under a handicap. You're hot.
I'm hot.
Oh, get this darn thing off right now. Come on, let's get comfortable. How about you, Don? You're all right, aren't you?
Okay.
You're okay. Okay. We really only need 1 man for this, so first of all, what did you do before? Oh, you're retired, of course.
From New York.
From New York. What'd you do?
In the produce business.
Produce business.
Importing. I used to import a lot of merchandise from Italy. Onions, garlic.
Oh, fuck! I know. Don't give me that long time ago. It never leaves. It never leaves. Okay, Don, turn no more. Now, Don, what did you do before you retired? What did you do? Take the mic.
I was superintendent of Chicago Coil Spring Company, and I moved out here, and I took over the Sears Road Mall at 20th and Camelback. I did 5 shows every Saturday morning in the hall.
You're in show business?
I was,
What'd you do?
I was the MC.
Well, I'll be darned. Okay. An MC. Okay. Shut up. I don't want to hear any I don't want to hear any. I don't want to have any marinara sauce spilled on me today. But I think I got the 2 best you-know-whats in the audience. Don't you agree, folks? All right. No, I do see Tanya.
You tell her you met somebody that was born in Italy, the same town where her grandmother was.
Okay, I will tell her. Okay, I'll tell her. Do you know my conductor's singing?
Yes, Davina, the one that
Viviano.
Viviano, with the B.
With a B.
Viviano. That's Italian pronunciation. Viviano.
You're Italian, you're not a Sicilian.
Oh, well, no. Barese. You know, Barese. Barese along the Adriatic. Bari, B-A-R-I.
Is he around? Where you at, Viviano? You know what he's talking about? He's much further south. Or where the toe is.
That's right.
You're more where the heel was.
That's right. I'm up the leg.
Yeah, you're up the leg. Don't you dare move. All right.
Halfway up.
Halfway up is too far up. All right, now boys, this is what we're going to do. I got a little present for one of you. Actually, probably give you both one, but I only got one with me. Stand up there on the stage. Okay, I want you to leave your sweater here. Stand there where the audience can see you. Get it over there. Get over there. Move over. Get over, Don. Stop hogging this thing, will you, Mario? Mario, okay, you can be by me. Move down, Don. Move down, Don. Don, move the other way. No. The other way. So Mario has a little room. More. Okay, how about 4 more feet, Don? More. Just don't go forward. Okay. Now, you've got that whole stage. Now, I'm going to play a song here for 45 seconds. I want you both to do your individual dance. And the one that can sell their dance and their body to this audience gets a special prize, a present from me.
Okay.
You're going to still get a pizza out of this, you know that. Yeah, I know you already. I know you. Okay, once I start this song, you're on your own. Take over the whole stage for 45 seconds, and the audience will be the judge at the end. Here we go. All right. I'm ready. I've had it. Am I on? Okay. Am I on? Mamma mia. Okay. All right, here we go. Boogie, boogie, do the work, back here. Give us your... All right. Oh, get up here, you ding-a-ling, get up here. The audience is great. I'm not up to my par, but you guys are saving me. You're saving my ass. Aren't they great? God bless all. Come over here. Come over here. I know. Well, hold on. I can't reach my... Thank you. Come on. What's your name? What? Wait a minute. Don't come up here and tell me you got no name. Get over here. Mario, move over 1 more foot. He's got onions all. It's already spread. Sit down. Don't worry. Garlic will keep us alive a couple more minutes. Sit down. Come here. Turn around so they can see you.
Ed.
Ed the Goose? You stay right where you are now, Ed. I don't know if this is a joke or what. What, are you kidding me? What's your name?
The Goose.
I got garlic and I got a goose. What else do I have? Now look. I know you. Stop talking. Somebody's got garlic. Would you hand me my little one prize? I brought one. Now look. I brought one, and I'm gonna have to get the names and addresses of the other 2. So the first one up here on stage was Don. So Don, I'll give you this. That's yours for a little. It's something that, since I can't sell them. But I got one for each and every of you. After the show, come backstage, actually after intermission, because I'm not going to be able to stay totally throughout the show because I have to get back and get rest and get on the plane. But after the show, would you two, with the guards, everybody, let these 2 gentlemen backstage write your name on a piece of paper in the audience and your address, okay, and your zip code, and I will mail you one of these for both of you. Is that nice? Is that a deal? Let's give them a big hand. Thank you. That's right. Put enough garlic in those bay leaves in that sauce for me. And,
Thank you ever so much.
and you too. You're getting one too. No, not a goose. And said, cut that number. We were going to do that, but I thought I was up here too long. You're sure? You're sure you want to hear from Dr. Zimbardo? You get it. Dr. Pandy and this wonderful orchestra for making me sound a whole lot better than I am. Take it back. Oh, that's great. And I want to thank the Three Stooges that were up here. They're all called Curly. Which one's Larry? Hold on a second, I get my breath. I want to ask you now, if you'll join me, clap your hands, stamp your feet, because here it is, the one and only Beer Barrel Polka. Are you ready? I'm not. Ready? 1, 2, 1,
bow tie now. Thank you, Robert.
Thank you, Jerry. Everybody's been saying nice things about nice people, and everyone here is aware of the fact that these are the musicians that make the show. And I wonder if you'd say with me, let's bring the big bands back. I tell you, it's such a wonderful thing to play for you people and to know that you like what we do. But I try hard to please you. And tonight, while they're doing all this, I wanted to tell you that I was working the Eagles Ballroom in Milwaukee, and there was a fella seated over against the wall at the Eagle Ballroom, and he came over to me and he said, "Mr. Crosby, would you play my old Kentucky Home?" And I like to do it, so I played my old Kentucky Home. And that was the end of the set. And I walked by him as he was seated in a chair, crying effusively, just big, big tears. And I said, "You must be from..." And he said, "No, I'm a musician." to have a guy in my band, fellas, by the name of Muggsy Spanier. You remember him? He used to drink a little bit. We were playing a gig at the Paramount Theater in New York, and he had a little too much to drink. And he had a chorus to play, and he picked up his trumpet by the wrong end. And he started to blow in the mouthpiece instead of the horn. And nothing came out, and he kicked Yank Lawson, the trumpet player next to him, and says, "Take it, my lip's gone." You've been having fun. Isn't she a great entertainer? My goodness. A lovely lady with a great deal of courage. I don't know what to tell you except I'm back on the road again. Probably the dinosaur of all the big band leaders. I think I'm the oldest. And there aren't many of us left. And it's been fun. I started in 1935. I married my wife. We had some children. I went on the road, got lucky, went in the Marine Corps, served my country over in Iwo and Hawaii, where we... Don't bother. Where was I? Anyway, there was Christmas and there was New Year's this year, and my wife, for the first time, took me with her for Christmas. And she walked in, this store with me trailing behind. And she walked up to the cashier and says, "Don't bother, just give me an estimate. Think that over. Next year, I'm going to give her plastic surgery. I'm going to cut up all her credit cards. But I love her. I know she loves me because she said so. Are you through over there? We got to get this thing on the road." This is a wonderful, wonderful band. And we're going to play, and if there's anything you like, I'd love to hear about it. We're going to I'll start out with my theme song, Summertime. And incidentally, George Gershwin gave me the right to play Summertime anywhere in the world. And it's been my good luck charm. Summertime when the living is easy. For you now, the front page rag. And if you want to do the Charleston, you're welcome to come up and do it, because that's Dixieland Jazz. One. I'd like to pay tribute to our neighbors north of us. We're going to play Canadian Sunset. This is music for lovers. You enjoyed that. It's one of my favorites. And when you have a wonderful saxophone player, Mr. Band here. Now I'm going to play and ask you to join with us because we can have a clam bake up here and have some fun. See if you remember this one. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Pennsylvania 5,000. Pennsylvania 5,000. Wonderful. Pennsylvania 5,000. sit right down and write myself a letter. Gonna make believe that it came from you. I'm gonna write words oh so sweet. They take me now off the beat. Lot of blend and yes sir. Then I hear the bottom. I'm gonna smile and say that I have missed you so. And love the one I always know. I'm gonna sit right down and write myself a letter. Gonna make believe that it came from you. Myself a letter. I'm gonna make believe that it came from you. I'm gonna write words oh so sweet. They're gonna knock me off of my feet. A lot of kisses on the bottom. I'll be glad I got them. I'm gonna smile and say I hope you're feeling better. With love the way that you do. Sit right down, write myself a letter. Gonna make believe it came. I'm gonna make believe it came. I'm gonna make believe it came from you, you. Thank you. We have a number here that you may recall, and I hope that you enjoy this because that means an awful lot to me as a band leader. I can recall when I first started out, and I was working on the podium, and a nice couple came up to me and said, Mr. Crosby, we just got engaged, and our song became very important. And about 3 years later, the couple came back and they said, Mr. Crosby, we know that you didn't recognize us, but we got married with your song, our song, I Love You Truly. And I always felt good about it and always tried to comply with that because they also had a baby named Bob. So I've always kept up to it and tried to do this. Now I have a son that sings beautifully, but he hasn't gotten married. But if he ever does, I wonder if he'll go up to one of these rock bands and say, this is my wife, we got married to your music. And wouldn't you play You Ain't Nothing But a Hound Dog? It's a little different, isn't it? But a memory is a memory, and I love my memories. Maybe you'd like to know that I'm 76. But that's the spirit. I still have the will to live. We're going to do a number now. This is called Undecided. And it swings. Got it? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Mr. Wise over there on the piano. Beautiful. Now we played some jazz. Would you like a romantic waltz? If you can guess who recorded and made their fame, I'll give you a 1-pound bucket of cement. Guess who the band leaders were? Wayne King, of course, the first two. But who was the third one? Guy Lombardo, but awfully close. Jan Garber. That was Jan Garber, the last waltz. It was called, I think, Dear One, My Dear. I knew it was something like that. We're going to play now what they play in society, the upper register. And of course they all have money and they're all looking to see who's there at the dance. So I have a medley of New York tunes, and they can only do the one step. They got too much money. So here it is, a medley of Cole Porter's songs. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. You know, I've been very lucky. I was born in Spokane, Washington, and I had a wonderful family, a brother that was really a wonderful man, and I got lucky and got to go to work with Anson Weeks, and I became the singer with Xavier Kuga. He was the third violinist in Anson Weeks' orchestra. You may remember that, goodies, real goodies. And then I went to New York, and I went with the Dorsey brothers. And when I looked up at the musicians, there was Ray McKinley on drums. There was Glenn Miller on third trombone, Charlie Spivak on trumpet, and of course, Tommy and Jimmy Dorsey. And I was with them a year. And then I went in with my own band in 1935. And we did one-nighters in tobacco warehouses and things like that, live in the bus, slept in the bus. And we had a chance to check in the hotel and play around it because we didn't like to drive all night. And we checked in, and I was right behind my saxophone player, and the clerk said, sign the register. It's Mr. and Mrs. Miller. And Eddie says, well, actually, she's working. She'll be in later. She'll have to, sign. And the clerk says, well, you better tell me about Mrs. Miller. And Eddie says, well, actually, she works with the FBI. And some nights she's a big, tall redhead. Some nights just short blonde. I trapped you on that. But what a wonderful debut. What a wonderful thing it was. And I owe so much to all of you that listened and had a memory. Now we're going to play a salute to the wonderful band's improvisation. So remarkable. What a wonderful thing it is. And I just can't tell you how much fun it was with the Bobcats. Here we are now. Salute to the big band. Sound of music. And the men who made that music. Remember turning on the radio and hearing Benny Goodman. Tommy Dorsey. Dorsey. And the shuffle rhythm of Woody Herman and his shuffle music. Wood. You got it. Shaw. Begin the Biggie. and the men who made that music. Wonderful, wonderful song. Ballroom dancing. Remembering your love. How about the orchestra? Wonderful, Tony.
Well,